morning, everyone. Sorry for the late start. We had lots of celebrations going on in Christchurch before here, so we're just going to begin our service, our celebration service, as we stand together. So on the screen, you'll see some words. Isaiah 25 verse 1 says, O Lord, you are my God. I will exalt you. I will praise your name, for you have done wonderful things, plans formed of old, faithful and sure. The Lord our God, the Almighty, reigns. Let us rejoice and shout for joy, giving God the glory. Amen. Let's worship together. Today we're having our celebration service, and what we're celebrating is nothing more than the fact that Jesus is amazing, he is faithful, he is just, he is true, and it's been a really rubbish year for many, many people, but actually God has been there throughout it all, and he is here right now, and he has begun a great work in all of us, and he is going to see that through to completion, so we have plenty to be thankful for and plenty to celebrate this morning. It is also our prize giving, and we'll talk a little bit how we're going to do that later on. But first of all, let's do our confession together. If you want to be seated, that would be great. The words will come on the screen. God rejoices when we come together to worship him, but he is also a God who understands and forgives us when we come to him acknowledging that we have done wrong. So let's join together in confession. Forgive us for all the hurtful things we said and for all the good things we should have said but we didn't. Lord, forgive us for ignoring you and ignoring those around us who are hurt, lonely, or in need of a friend. Lord, we are sorry. Forgive us when we change ourselves to be popular or listen to those who don't have our best interest at heart. Lord, we are sorry. Forgive us when our hearts are set on things that are not of you. things that are bad for us, or will move our focus from the things that you want to give us. Lord, we are sorry. Forgive us when we think that we know better and don't trust you with our daily lives. Lord, we are sorry. God is full of grace and he forgives us, and so we are grateful to God for second chances. And let's say together, we believe in a God. We believe in a God who loves us no matter what we have done. We rely on the forgiveness and grace promised by Jesus. Father, we thank you that you promise to forgive all that are truly sorry. Joe, one of the great things about Regan and Cora is the fact that whenever we do the school run, you get to see so many people every morning. Loads of people. And this week I have been doing a little vox pop, a little opportunity just to ask a little question and to record some of their answers. And the question that I asked some of the people that I saw was, what are you grateful for? And here's a little video to show what they are grateful for. It should be on the desktop there.
So, Stevie, what are you grateful for?
Still being able to breathe and praising God, and that's all that matters.
I'm grateful that things are slowly getting back to normal and we're able to welcome back all our library friends and customers.
I am grateful for my friends and my family and the easing of restrictions so that we can get to spend time with them.
Well, I'm really grateful for coffee, and especially coffee from Brown's Coffee Company, to do the best coffee in the world.
I'm grateful for friends.
What am I grateful for? I'm each and every day I'm grateful for what God has given me. He's given me a wonderful life. He's given me a beautiful family. He's given me health and strength and faith in Him, and I'm so grateful for that each and every day.
Later on in the service, we're going to have an opportunity to think about what we're grateful for. But first of all, we're going to invite Reverend Johnny to come up and to lead us in our first talk.
Well, good morning, folks. Oh, come on, you can do better than that. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, today is a celebration. It's difficult to show celebration whenever we've got a mask on. And for the guys that are down in the halls and those that are watching online, I hope you have a chance today to celebrate with us as a church family. Haven't we had a really strange year? Anybody think that they've had an amazing year? I'm not so sure anyone. I'm sure we've all had a bit of a downer, really. It's been a year for our church family where we haven't met as normal, where we've been concerned about people who are isolated and feeling a bit lonely, and some families who have... Has anybody had a member of family who's had COVID? Yeah, few people. Yeah, exactly. And many within the community find it really hard to make ends meet. There's been so much change has been going on. So much change that at times we haven't really been able to deal with it, I think. But young people, I want this morning for you, with all the celebrations that we have, and there's going to be lots going on this morning, to remember that amongst all the things that have been happening in this past year, God is good, God has been faithful, and God's love pours on us night and day. Remember that. And that is what we are going to celebrate today. We may all feel that we have missed out on so many things. We've missed seeing our families. And I was mentioning in Christchurch that we have family coming across from England in 2 weeks' time to see us. And in 2 weeks' time, we're going to Scotland. So that really has worked out extremely well, not. So we've missed out on so much, but God's faithfulness has remained solid throughout. Now, whenever we talk about faithfulness, it's a big word, isn't it? It's a big word. And we have to think about, well, what is faithfulness? So instead this morning of me giving you a description of what faithfulness is, I think it's far better if I tell you about someone that I know who is extremely faithful to me. Someone who is faithful is like a friend who's there for you all the time. No matter in the good days or the bad days, they are there for you. Now, whenever we think about someone who is faithful, do you know something? I'm going to phone someone. Now, he was up to, I collected him from Belfast at 1:10 this morning. It's my Josh. And he had a birthday party, so he wanted to stay up to 2, but I said definitely not. So I collected him. So I'm going to give him a wee call. Faithfulness and people we know in our families, there's no one like it. So I'm going to phone Josh here, and hopefully he's not still asleep. Oh, we're through. Hello. Morning, Josh. How are you? You're amazing. Excellent. Josh, if you're about, would you like to come to church? Oh, my word. Oh, right. Okay, we'd love to come to church. Okay. Well, Josh, can you be here as soon as you can? I'm just talking about faithfulness and loyalty and things like that. So I just want an example. So see you soon. Bye. Bye-bye. Amazing. A child who answers their phone. A child who wants to come to church. Here he's coming. Okay. Oh. Hello, Spud. Come. Hello. Now, anybody that doesn't like dogs, they will love Spud. Spud, can I get you to sit? Sit, Spud. Sit. Now, I know something that works for Spud. Spud. Oh. Look at how faithful my Spud is. Now, Spud, sit. Give me your paw. Paw. Yes. Okay. Now, I want you to lie down. Lie down. No, Spuds. Lie down. Lie down. Come on, lie. Good boy. Now, sit again. Okay, now we're going to give you this. Wait. Now, do it really gentle for me. Gentle. Nice and gentle. Nice. There you go. We all have people who are so faithful to us and so loyal. Do you know, with Spud, now Spud's loving his treat at the minute. Spud always is faithful to me. If I'm sitting somewhere, you stay here, Spud. Whenever I'm sitting working, Spud will always lie at my feet. There is nothing. Now, you kind of thought, I brought Josh along, all 6'2" of him. And you're thinking to yourself, oh, well, it's obviously about Josh. Josh is faithful, but there's nothing more faithful than a dog. So there isn't. So, round of applause, and that's you guys finished. Come on, Spud. You see, whenever I waken first thing in the morning and I turn to my beloved, I go, Spud is there and he's already wagging his tail. He's already, unfortunately, as we've already found out, he does leave quite a lot of hairs around, but he is so faithful. Spud loves to lick everyone. He always wants to be a friend. Someone who's faithful will be there with us all the time, no matter what. But you know something? Faithfulness is a two-way thing, boys and girls. There's no point in you being faithful to someone and them not being faithful back. We need to ensure that if we're faithful to someone, that we take care of them and that they're not in any way neglected. And Spud is so faithful to me, and I want to remain faithful to him. Do you know, throughout the Bible, God always has been faithful to his people. Sometimes, however, the people have not really been faithful or appreciated him. Can you guys all remember the story of Moses as he leads the people towards the promised land, and they spend a lot of time in the wilderness? And what do the people do? They complain to God because they go, well, God has abandoned us. God has not been faithful to us. He's left us here to die. And yet, what did God give? What food did God bring to the people while they were in the wilderness? Can you remember? It starts with an M. Manna, which is like a bread. And he provided every day for them. Do you know, in the Bible, here's what it says about God's faithfulness. No, it's in Deuteronomy 7. Know therefore that the Lord your God is God, the faithful God who keeps his promises and his steadfast love with those who love him and keep his commandments. And then this is the really important bit. It says, to 1,000 generations. 1,000 generations. So that means that it promises to the people then, it's to thousands of generations after that, and that includes us. And a really important psalm, she wasn't so well many years ago, is from Psalm 91. I know it's a favourite for many of you, but it says this: God will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you'll find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and your rampart. You know, even just said about God's faithfulness, he said that he's so faithful that he cares for the flowers in the garden, he looks after the birds in the air, and even with that, he takes care of us and loves us even more than that. But a bit like the Israelites, under Moses' direction, so often we just give up on things. We can think that God is maybe not there for us. And in this past year, some people may have just said, coronavirus, God has given up on us. Why should we continue following him? And if you know of people who have maybe given up this morning in coming back to church, then get alongside them.